my story, my journey to officership, it is a little hard to summarize. So I came to the Lord as a community kid, attending Sunday school, VBS, with my grandmother in the Nazarene Church, actually. So it's another Wesleyan denomination. Up through my teenage years, I had this stirring that I wanted to serve the Lord. I was at like a giant youth conference in Toronto, actually. I put up my hand. I was like, yes, I want to be a part of ministry. I didn't even know what that meant. No one in my family has ever been in ministry. I've never seen like my parents serve in a church or anything like that. So I really felt called to work for God, for God, not necessarily with, but I didn't even know what that meant. So fast forward a few years, and I have this radical encounter with Jesus, and I find myself in the Salvation Army. And around me, there's all these people who are soldiers, and I'm like, what does this mean? And what really stuck out to me was the faith and action piece, and being able to really put my love for Jesus into like a practical action. It helped me mature. And I was also at the same time surrounded by mature Christians who wanted to mentor me. In my life, I've had numerous people that have come alongside, and really those are people that could see that I had a need. I had a need to be cared for, or I had a need to be challenged. I had a need to learn, and God has always been really faithful. For me, it's mostly been women. There were moments when I was mothered in a beautiful way, and so the people that the Lord has surrounded me with, they speak hope and encouragement and challenge into my life, and it's always come at just the right time. I was overwhelmed with that sense of support, and that's how God showed up for me in this first year of ministry, is just really surrounding us with a team, with mentors. We can feel the prayer, and there's always someone to answer those practical questions. It starts in my heart. I feel like God is using my experience as a nurse really in how I see people, right? So nursing for me was about meeting people where they were, identifying what their needs are, listening to them, take an assessment of the situation, and it gave me ears to hear and eyes to see. And I think that's what God is using the most, is just really in my engagement with others. The Lord will use you with what you bring, right? So there is no right or wrong career between what you've done before. There is no right or wrong history or past. It's about what Jesus has done in your heart and where Jesus is calling you. Every officer really brings their unique giftings into their role. If someone is thinking about ministry, thinking about officership, I would encourage them to just listen and be open. I don't want to say don't be afraid, because there is some fear there, but give it to the Lord and let him take care of it. So trust.